Step into the vibe, oh yeah. Feel the rhythm rise high, we're living life. Let's fly, off tap life. Sky's the limit, no shy. Off tap life.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some wrestling conversations. In particular, it's WrestleMania time. It's that time of the year. And you know, guys, it's been a minute since I've done some wrestling on the channel, and it's actually been a minute since I've done wrestling on my actual literally wrestling channels that I have, that I actually only wrestling content on. It's been a minute. We're getting back into it. We're getting back to the flow. With that being said, what better time of the year to start making sure that we're getting that wrestling info out to all of you and having some great conversations around it is WrestleMania. WrestleMania 41, ladies and gentlemen, is here, and I'm here to give you my predictions as to what may happen and who may win. With that being said, let's start with night one, match card number uno, April 19th, starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Peacock. And if you're overseas in different countries, you're gonna have to figure that one out for yourselves. I don't know. I don't have the info here, but anyways, y'all know how it works. You'll figure it out. I think the rest of the world, if you ain't in the States, you just got to go to Netflix and you'll probably see it and they'll tell you and blah. Anyways, let's start here. We've got a triple threat match. Now, this is probably the main match that I think a lot of people on night one are really excited about. So why don't we just go ahead and dive into that said one, because the other ones, well, you know, there's a couple goodies there, but let's start with this one. This is going to be CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and the Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the tribal chief himself. I am excited for this match because I love all three of those guys, and I think we're going to get something very interesting happen because this is Paul Heyman, and well, he's kind of now basically, he's betrayed Roman. Like, let's keep it real. He's betrayed Roman and said, I'm going to, you know, my best friend CM Punk, I'm going to walk him down the freaking, you know, to the rink and all that kind of stuff, be in his corner, supporting him. And Roman's obviously not happy about that. But I think there's going to be some sort of twist. I think somehow, some way, Seth is going to come out with Roman in his corner and supporting, I mean, not Roman, freaking Paul Heyman's going to be supporting Seth somehow. I think it's going to be this major swerve. I think there's going to be something more to this. Now, what I wish would happen, and unfortunately I don't think it can because of the whole Janelle Grant thing and whatever, blah. But it would be so dope if Brock Lesnar's music hit and Brock came out and was like, Paul, what's up? Could you imagine Brock Lesnar suddenly coming into the conversation? I mean, yo, that would be mental, dude. That would be such a great story. Maybe we can get it one day. I hope so, man. I just wish this whole lawsuit thing would just end because, man, freaking hell. Like, we need Brock back. I miss Brock. I'm sure all of you guys do too. Anyways, in this match, though, I think that we're going to get a surprise ending because I don't think CM Punk is going to win. I don't think Roman Reigns is going to win. I think it's going to end up being Seth Rollins that wins. I think, again, somehow Paul Heyman is going to factor into that. And we're going to see Seth Rollins get the W for that match. World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus Jey Uso for this championship match here. I'm thinking definitely Jey Uso. Yeet is about to happen. Yeet is about to get his first solo heavyweight championship title. And that is freaking awesome because he deserves it. He's been loyal to the company for freaking a long time. And he's put in the hard work. He's gotten himself over. This whole Yeet thing has just been incredible. It's his time to shine. Gunther also, you know, he's still relatively new. He's got a lot of time left to have these special moments. Jay has been in the game for a while now. Jay's getting up there in his, you know, how many years is Jay intending to keep on going now? You know, that kind of sort of thing starts entering the conversation at a certain point. So I'm saying maybe this is Jay's moment. Jay's going to get the W. That's my thought. WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Now, here's the thing, man. Charlotte Flair, we ain't really vibing with her. Nobody in the community is. I think we're all just annoyed with Charlotte. We're kind of over her. Always somehow seeming like she's getting some type of special privileges because she is Ric Flair's daughter or something. You know, we just see Charlotte just waltz back in after not being there and suddenly winning the Royal Rumble and suddenly now fighting in WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. I think we all kind of over that whole situation with Charlotte, you know, and don't get me wrong, Charlotte's great and, you know, she's awesome at what she does, but let's just let her sit on the back burner. Why does she have to just come straight back and instantly be in the title picture and instantly given this great opportunity? I personally think Tiffany, Tiffany, please gotta win. Lord have mercy. If Tiffany doesn't win, I'm going to be really freaking disappointed in this. Tiffany for the W. Fingers crossed, that's what happens. World Tag Team Championships, War Raiders, New Day. This is going to be one of those ones where I think the New Day is going to win, because otherwise, what's the point of them becoming this whole heel thing if they're not going to actually have anything significant happen? We could see Big E return and somehow play a part in screwing New Day, that being said, and therefore then the War Raiders will win. But if there's no Big E, then I would say the New Day gets the W. But if Big E makes a surprise return and somehow screws the New Day, then War Raiders for the W. All right, United States Championship, LA Knight, yeah. And Jacob Fatu, which I love Jacob Fatu, man. He is incredible. He is awesome. And look, I love LA Knight too, but Jacob Fatu is the guy. He is right now definitely got good momentum behind him. Let's get a belt on him. Let's get him the United States Championship. Let's just get it to him. LA Knight's already had it freaking a couple times now, or whatever. Like, let's give it to Jacob. Let's see what Jacob can do with it. Jacob for the W. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I actually am really excited for this match. This is fun. This is cool. For you guys who don't know, El Grande Americano is Chad Gable, but let's just pretend like it's not. Thank you. But yeah, look, I'm going to say that we're going to see El Grande Americano get the W for this. Rey doesn't need to win. I think El Grande, for story progression and stuff like that, deserves and should get the W, which I think he will. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. This is going to be fire. This is going to be dope. I can't wait to see this match because they've created a great story, and this is actually built up to a match that I really want to see. I know a lot of you guys probably want to see it too, but this is a tricky one, huh? Because, you know, it could go either way, right? It depends how they want to carry the story on. But I'm going to say that we're probably going to get some type of maybe Bianca interference or something like that. And it's going to cost Naomi from getting the W. And Jade is going to win. And then we're going to end up with Naomi and Bianca in some sort of, you know, follow-up thing, maybe at Backlash or something like that. That's what I think. Something like that maybe is going to happen. So I'm giving this one to Jade. All right. I don't know. It's a tricky one. It could go either way, but that's how I'm feeling. Now, as far as, before I get on to night 2, I want to say unexpected things that could happen, that I'm hoping could happen, is Alexa Bliss somehow, some way showing up on one of the nights. Please let it happen. Please, my gosh, please let it happen. And or with the Wyatt 6, please let it happen. Please let it happen. Oh my gosh, like we've been starved with the Wyatt 6 and Alexa for so long. Please let it happen. Please, 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 please. So here we go. I'm hoping, I'm thinking some way, somewhere that we're going to get an appearance from Alexa Bliss. Some type of surprise thing where she just there, and possibly also the Wyatt 6. I'm hoping, let's keep our fingers crossed, that is something I'm hoping is going to happen. I'm also hoping that The Rock is somewhere, somehow going to make an appearance in this whole situation. I think that would be awesome if The Rock somehow is also part of, which most likely would be night 1 in The Rock's case. I think he could potentially, well, I don't know. Actually, it's very interesting. I mean, there is an argument where he could show up for the triple threat match with Seth, Roman, and CM Punk, but he could also show up for the Cody Rhodes and John Cena match. So The story is very interesting. The Rock has, got his fingers in a couple pies. I think we all need to smell what The Rock is cooking. So hopefully he shows up and shares something delicious for us to munch on. Anyways, let's go into night 2 now. Undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Needless to say, John Cena has become a heel. He's done this massive heel turn. If he doesn't win the championship, it's going to be really weird. It's going to be kind of like, how does the story continue from there? I think he has to get the W. Otherwise, it's kind of like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So, John Cena for the W for that one. Triple threat match. It's going to be a great match here. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair for the Women's World Championship triple threat match. I'm going for Io on this. I think it's kind of played out that way where she's been kind of just pushed aside, by Rhea and Bianca and made to seem to be like not relevant, to them, and kind of ignored and pushed to the side. So I think that is setting up for her to get the W. So I'm going to say Io for the W for this. Plus, again, Bianca's held gold tag team championships and she's been the champion. She's got a lot of accolades. Don't get me wrong, Io's also been a champion before too, but Rhea's most recently had her championship run. I don't know, I just feel Io's time for some loving. That's what I'm feeling. Io for the W. Women's Tag Team Championship, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez against Bayley and Lyra. Look, this is one of those matches where it could go either way. It really could. I think for story progression, I think, let's just say, oh man, this is a tricky one. I don't know. I'm just going to choose Bayley and Lyra for the W because I'd rather see them win. That's really all I got on this. I don't know. Maybe Bayley and Lyra. Maybe not. Maybe this is setting up Bayley and Lyra to end up fighting against each other at Backlash or something. So maybe not. Maybe not them winning. I don't know. We'll have to just let this one play out. In the Continental Championship, Fatal 4-Way, Braun Breaker, you got Dominic Mysterio, you've got Penta, you got Finn Balor. This is going to be a dope freaking match. I'm actually excited for this because, I really love Penta and I love Braun Breaker. And well, I love all these guys actually, even though, Dom and Finn are heelish, but they're still fun. I like all these guys, but who I would like to see win would probably, I want to see Penta get the W. I want Penta. He's new. He deserves it. Let him have his moment to shine. Let's feed off this momentum. Penta for the W. Sin City Street Fight, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. This is going to be just explosive. This is going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of madness. And for this one, I really, really, really think that Drew is going to get the W. I think Drew is on his way to do some big things this year. I feel like it's his time to cook. So it starts with a W at WrestleMania, and then we'll see what happens from there. But I think he's getting a W. And then there's AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. And this is going to be a great match because Logan is legit dope. He's going to probably have some really cool spots, something incredible that he does. AJ Styles, the vet, he knows what he's doing. He's awesome. He's phenomenal, right? Not just a catchy nickname. It's just, well, he is. That's how he rolls. So for this one, though, I'm going to say that probably Logan, for storyline progression reasons, I think that probably Logan will get the win. He's going to get the W. And somehow maybe Karrion Kross is going to play a part in this match. That's what I'm thinking. There's probably something, and he might cost AJ the win, from winning this match, or something like that might happen. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Logan. So far, this is what we seem to have as far as matches go. There's really only tonight we've got SmackDown, and then what else is there this WrestleMania? So unless we get a surprise announcement as to Randy's match, because we're still expecting Randy Orton to have a match You know, for you guys that don't know, Kevin had to pull out. Kevin got injured. He's got, you know, get this neck surgery thing. So we need a replacement. Now, this is where we have some more surprises that may happen, which I personally am hoping that we get someone like Aleister Black. Surprise, you know, match against Randy would be fire. I don't know if that's going to happen. You know, maybe they're saving Aleister till, you know, Raw. There's this theory, April 25th. So April 25th. So that would be the following SmackDown. So I think we won't see Aleister Black, actually, now that I think about it. We'll see him on the next SmackDown after WrestleMania. That's what I think. So basically then, who could we see for surprise match with Randy Orton? Rusev Day. Rusev, where's Rusev fitting into everything? Could get Rusev back in there. I think that's a possibility. Maybe Rusev Day. Yeah, I don't really know. Oh, well, I tell you, now that I think about it, I tell you who I would like to have. Freaking Pierce, man. Freaking general manager. What's his name? His name, not Pierce. The other dude. What's his name? Freaking... I've gone blank. You know, freaking... He used to wrestle and now he's the GM of SmackDown. Him, whatever his name is. I forgot. I've gone blank. Literally can't even think of his name right now, which is crazy. I can't believe I can't think of his name because I love him. He's awesome. But I've just, you know, when you have those moments. Anyways, I'd love to see them two have a match. That would be awesome. That'd be freaking really super dope. So, who knows what's going to happen. Anyways, that's my predictions. WrestleMania 41. I don't know if you guys are excited or not for this whole WrestleMania this year. I think last year's one had a lot more just storyline awesomeness. You know, the whole bloodline and Cody Rhodes and all this stuff was going on and different things happening. And it just felt like it was a whole different kettle of fish. But I'm still excited. It's WrestleMania weekend. WrestleMania is always good. WrestleMania always delivers pretty much all the time. And Triple H ain't gonna let us down. I have faith in Triple H. He's gonna get us something special. So keep the faith, guys. This is gonna be good. WrestleMania. Make sure you're tuned in. And I may live stream it. I may do it. May do it. May not. But I may. But I may not. Because, yeah, my net sometimes sucks. But we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'll let you know if I do. If not, you won't know. Because I didn't do it. Alright, thanks guys. Take care. As always, remember to him foolish. Keep it off tap. Off tap out.
We gotta get out of here! I'll catch you guys later for another vlog!